A family torn apart, first by the war overseas and now by a war much closer to home. CBS 6's Kimberly Howard examines the legal options grandparents have when it comes to seeing their grandkids.
This is a picture of him the day he came.
Just pictures, snapshots in the short life of a decorated soldier.
He was always smiling. He was well loved.
He was just shy of his 23rd birthday, but the carefree and determined Rafael Jr. had graduated, married, enlisted, became a father twice over, then died in Afghanistan.
Everything he did was for the kids.
Little Emma and his spitting image, Rafael III, who we only got to know for 2 weeks.
And then he went back overseas and he never came back home.
After the funeral, Rafael Sr. had a falling out with his son's widow. He admits he said things he regrets, but he never expected her to move the kids to Texas and then refuse to keep him and his grandkids' lives.
I've reached out, I don't know how many times. We've contacted attorneys over in Texas. We've sent numerous letters, emails, messages. She will not respond to them.
We reached out to her too. She didn't want to talk.
I'm starting to lose hope.
There's a constant stream of grandparents who ask this question: I'm a grandparent, what are my rights?
Family law attorney Gerard Wallace says Nieves' case is a bit different since his blood connection to the children is gone.
He's not here to actually say, no, I want my kids to see my parents.
But he isn't alone.
It's a big uphill battle.
Wallace has lectured and written statutes on this very topic. He's also helped dozens of grandparents in similar situations win visitation rights throughout the state. But here's the thing, grandparents' rights are determined by the state, and the law in New York is much less rigid than in a place like Texas.
Now the difficulty is he has to go out of Texas, he has to find a lawyer.
He has to stay in Texas for all the legal proceedings. In the end, it could cost thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, and even more emotional distress. Plus, there's no guarantee he'll win.
If you are fearful of losing, you may not want to go to court, because if you begin a proceeding, that may be the last time you see your grandchild.
Nieves knows what he could lose if an attorney gets involved. He says he's been told by several attorneys in Texas it's just not worth it. But to him, nothing could be further from the truth.
Somehow we get stuck with no outcome. We get stuck without, with no rights. We would just like to be able to see the kids, even if it's once every 3 months. We would like to, have them get to know this part of the family.
In Albany County, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.
Nieves says he will continue to fight and try to get his case heard in a Texas court. Meanwhile, there is still room for grandparents' visitation rights to grow in New York. For more than a decade, legislation has been considered that would expand those rights to great-great-grandparents and step-grandparents, but so far, it's been unsuccessful.